guys, my name is Rachel, otherwise known as Rachychu. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a story of my most embarrassing moment I've ever had in my entire life. Because I feel like you guys will get to, know me better through this, and you'll soon find out that I have very unfortunate events in my life quite often. And let's get on with the video. In high school, I played basketball. I ended up hurting my ankle, breaking and tearing my ligaments. I was in crutches and then in a walking boot. We had a state tournament and I still went with the team for support, and we all decided to go to the mall. We had a game earlier in the morning and we had the rest of the day off. We all decided to walk in together through like Kohl's, I think. As you know, the floor of a mall is very slick and it's supposed to be shiny and fancy. Well, for me, that wasn't a good thing because I had a boot on, and I had been wearing this boot past the time that I was supposed to be wearing it because I hadn't gone to the doctor yet because I had to go out of town, and I had been wearing it for 8 weeks. So the bottom of the boot had lost its grip. Like, the grip was worn off. It was so worn off that it was just like me walking on like slick plastic. We all walk in together and I slip and fall in front of everyone. My coach laughs at me, everyone laughs at me. It's a big deal. Everyone's like, "Hey Rachel, you've always fall. Like, you're in a boot and you're still falling," you know what I mean? We all decide to go eat. I decide, ooh, you know what sounds good right now? Pasta. Yes, mall food spaghetti with the garlic bread and like a Powerade. I get my tray and the mall's pretty big, so I have to look around for my friends. I finally spot them, so I walk over to them and they're, waving me down so I know where to go. They're saying, "Oh, seat over here," whatever. And as I'm walking towards them, my boot decides, "Oh, you know what? Let's act up again right now in front of everyone in the middle of the food court, literally in the center of the food court." Like, you want to know how I know it was the center of the food court? There was a chandelier right above my head, about like 2 stories tall. So it's like the centerpiece of the entire food court. Like, all the tables can see you from there. So I slip. And it's more than just a slip. Like, the whole world stops to just look at me fall. I slide, my boot just flew backwards with spaghetti in my hands, I mind you, in the middle of a ginormous mall. The arms of the angel fly away. Everyone's staring at me, so I'm on the floor, and this group of guys, shout out to this group of guys, because I would never, ever, 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 ever have the balls to do this to someone. I'm there, laying on the floor. Tears are welling up in my eyes. And these guys get up and start yelling and screaming as if their favorite football team just got a touchdown. They're so shocked that some people fall. And in the middle of my embarrassment, they're doing this. So they're drawing even more attention to me. And I'm like, oh, it's my boot. That's slippery, right? So I shouldn't get up and walk away like a normal human being. I should leave all my food on the floor and crawl away while I'm crying. Great idea, Rachel, Let's make everything worse and crawl somewhere like a baby, literally crying. I look like a child covered in spaghetti. Eventually, after crawling a good while, stand up, walk to the trash can. I mind you, everyone is still staring at me. I walk to the trash can, rip off my boot in front of everyone, my medical boot, and throw it in the trash can. Looking back at that, it's literally the corniest movie scene that could ever be made. Like, the fact that that actually happened in real life is just mind-blowing to me. Like, that would only happen to me. Now you guys see how ridiculous my life can be. Oh, and to top it all off, we were on a trip to San Antonio, right? And what do you do on trips? You pack bags. And guess what? I only packed a left shoe of all of my shoes. I packed 2 pairs of shoes and both of them were left feet. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be wearing boots, so I only have to pack half the shoes. Hey, more room. So I ended up walking around the mall with only 1 shoe on. The other foot just had a sock on it, and it was in pain because I had just taken off my medical boot that I'm supposed to be wearing. And for the rest of the trip, I had to borrow my friend's pair of Crocs. Crocs. My friend's pair of Crocs. They're bright green, in-your-face Crocs. Really? Of all shoes, Crocs? I hope you enjoyed my story time. More unfortunate and funny stories will be coming your way. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you can be part of my Pika crew, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye.